So another example that I had, in my head would be fishing, and this could be I don't know. Well, let's say it's a mental task. So you can. This one? No, whatever. Uh, so if your lure, you could have a fondness for fishing versus a state of awe. You can have maybe a reverence, oops, for the ecosystem, and then ego can be you're doing this purely for sustenance. Oops. Okay, so you can find a fondness for fishing. So maybe there's this system that we'll get into later called R&R, rest and respite. Maybe while you are fishing, you can enter an R&R state, an R&R task. And thus you don't have to be in a resting state to necessarily be resting, to be in a state of recovery. Versus if you're in a reverence for the ecosystem, maybe by doing this you're able to by exalting this proficiency under the hue of awe, you're able to better connect with your environment. So maybe you have heightened heightened senses. Thank you. And then another one, let's say you're under ego, you're purely for sustenance. Maybe you find dread when you are forced to eat. Maybe you hate fish or you hate fishing. And so this enhancement to your dread, maybe it makes it to where you can, while you're fishing, you're in a state of dread. But when you're forced to combat against dread, you have this tolerance for dread now. So what is that? Dread. You gain dread resistance or something like that. So these are ways that by exalting a proficiency under a specific hue, you can role play and build upon your character. Now, technically, you can do swimming physical. You could perform multiple swimming tests, right? So you could do like swimming lure, swimming ego, swimming awe, and it could be this general concept. But I'm thinking if you use swimming under one hue, that gives you these bonuses. So you almost want to focus on one state of mind or one state of being when you are performing these actions to build upon your character's ability for your ability as a player to fall into your character, to roleplay. So that would be proficiencies, and then enhancements. Basically, I talked about enhancements. Enhancements basically enhancing your dice. So you can enhance your hue die by literally just increasing the die size. And then for these, enhancing the die actually does different things. So I guess I'll talk about it in a bit more detail. But so each hue, or I guess in this case, since we're talking about air, each air has a progenitor. So for example, ardor has 4 progenitors. So it has, sorry, I didn't think I would be talking about progenitors this video. Vivacity and ire, and is it levity? I think it's levity and cruel. So basically it just means, I'll go to like vivacity is equivalent to, like increasing your ability for HP. Ire is basically your ability to plus your own damage. Levity equals, I'm thinking movement, but I'm not 100% set on that. I'm like almost positive that we're going to enhance movement with levity. And then cruel would be enhance crit rate. You're able to critical strike or strike very effectively. So sorry. So each air air die has a progenitor, and each air has a, I call them hues, but I guess I'll have to come up with a universal term. But each hue has up to 4 progenitors, and each progenitor is like a little enhancement. So that's for enhancements. So you can enhance ardor by increasing your ability to crit or increasing your damage, for example. And then Turmo would unlock additional abilities to perform either more complex actions or complex actions in different scenarios. I'm thinking would make more sense. By the way, instead of like, for example, Ardor, you roll a 1d4, you crit on 4s, you're rolling high. So instead of increasing your crit chance by you rolling on, I don't know, a 3 or a 4, instead by increasing your crit chance, it's going to give you an additional die, by the way. Instead of just increasing the chance to crit by just giving you an additional number to crit off of, I think it'd be more interesting if you can roll multiple Ardor dice. It's just, I think that'd be more fun, more tactile, the role playing aspect. And then kind of similar to that with the turmoil and the volition. But yeah, I'm thinking that's enough. Hopefully this isn't too rambly. I'm sorry if it was. So I want to basically build a game that enhances role playing, is able to use roles playing to enhance where is it, role playing. Yeah. Okay, so role playing feeds into role playing. Feeds into role playing. So there's this synergy, and then by role playing, for example, by back to the proficiencies, by role playing, the swimming is you find a fondness, a lure in your swimming. You're able to enhance your dice, aka you're able to enhance your roll. So this is able to enhance role playing, and this is is the cycle. So they build off of each other. I think that would be extremely fun. Oh, side bullet point. I'll go over it in a separate video. But that's the basic dice mechanics, the bullet points I wanted to go over in this video. Anyway, thank you for listening if you listened this long, and you guys have a good day. Bye.